yourself
for the latest in the world of sports.
Hit it!
Good evening, sport fans, and welcome to the last installment for the week. Sport Drive on Rave 91.7 FM. We give you all the latest news in the world of sport. Nigerian Football Federation confirmed Serbia Nigeria friendly ahead of Russia 2018. 2017 Atewe Cup champions Atewe United resume training camp next week ahead of the 2017-2018 Nigerian Professional Football League season. The Hurricane will be starting the French Premier League clash against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Saturday. Neymar will serve a one-match ban for his red card during Paris Saint-Germain's 2-0 draw at Marseille. The league, the football professional, has confirmed. The police says a change of approach will be required when the best team in Europe, Manchester City, faces West Bromwich champion in the Premier League on Saturday. Also, Young Club has doubts over the fitness of Philippe Coutinho as he prepares to take Liverpool into battle against Huddersfield Town. We understand that Anthony Joshua feels a lot fitter and is done for previous fights. Welcome once again to the show, a Sport Drive on Rave 91.7 FM. My name is Joseph Atewe.
What's your style? Express yourself. What's your definition of sport?
Find out now.
We break it first. Sport is like no other.
The President of Serbia Nigeria Chamber of Commerce, Dr. Temi Gold, says contact has been made with the Nigerian Football Federation NFF for a friendly game against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Serbia throw to the World Cup next year in Russia, just like Nigeria, and view the Super Eagles as a credible opponent to test the readiness for the World Cup after the impressive performance in the qualifying series. The President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, confirmed Gold's statement, confirmed Nigeria's willingness to engage Serbia in 3 World Cup friendly, which will be the first meeting between both nations since the last met in the pre-World Cup friendly in 1998, with Serbia won 3 goals to nothing. The 2017 Atewe Cup champion Atewe United resume training next week ahead of the 2017-2018 Nigerian Professional Football League NPFL season. The club made announcement on the official Facebook account after defeated Niger Tornadoes 3-2 penalties to win the 2017 Atewe Cup, the second cup title in their history. They will represent Nigeria in the CAF Confederations Cup alongside AIMBA. Nigeria coach Rabah Maja is targeting a win in the inconsequential March the 6th game of the 2018 FIFA World Cup African qualifying Group B game against Nigeria at the Mohammed Stadium in Constantine. Nigeria at the bottom of Group B on 1 point, while Nigeria have claimed the sole World Cup together, then unseeable 13 points. Zambia and Cameroon are in the second and third positions on 7 and 6 points respectively. Maja believes a win for his side will revive the confidence of his new team ahead of the 2019 African Cup of Nations qualifying campaign. Nigeria and Benin Republic are joint leaders in Group D of the 2019 African Cup of Nations, while Gambia and Togo without a point after the first round of matches occupy third and fourth spots respectively. And then Ibadan Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan have appointed Atewe as the new manager of the club. Atewe, an assistant at the club last season, takes over from Atewe, who was relieved of his appointments following the team's relegation from the Nigerian Professional Football League, Nigeria's second-tier football league, the Nigerian National League. The details of his appointment have either not been disclosed. Atewe is expected to be unveiled in Ibadan next week. Former striker Atewe was a part of the Shooting Stars team and last won the Nigerian Professional Football League and Cup double in 1996. And in Lagos, MFM FC coach Fidelis Ilejiko has told reporters that his team will begin a full preparation for the 2017-2018 Nigeria Professional Football League season on Monday. According to the coach, we just returned from Europe, we went for a coaching course. All the new and old players that will fly the team's colors in the new season will be put together for a proper assessment for the commencement of the season. MFM FC, Lobby Stars Choir United, Kano Pillars and Atewe FC will all feature in the Gold Cup in November. MFM finished the 2017 NPFL season in second position with 62 points behind Plateau United, won the league with 63 points after 38 games. Both Plateau United and MFM will represent Nigeria in the 2018 CAF Champions League. And finally, home front, Nigerian striker Olariwaju Kade and his Spanish La Liga side Girona have it all to do ahead of the return leg of the Copa del following the 2-0 home defeat the top-line rivals Levante in the first leg of the round of 32 tie on Thursday. Atewe, who is on loan to Girona, beg your pardon, from Premier League club Manchester City, was introduced in the 64th minute for Borja Garcia. A goal in each half from Emmanuel Boateng and Czech Dakar to get a comfortable first leg advantage for Levante. Boateng opened scoring for Levante in the 39th minute and the 64th minute. Dakar doubled Levante's lead, making it 2-0 to the visitors. Girona will hope to overturn the first leg deficit to visit Levante for the reverse fixture on the 29th of November. Down the floor, International will miss Tottenham's French Premier League clash against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Saturday after the club confirmed a minor strain to the left hamstring with a top scorer. Ken has been in phenomenal form for Spurs this season, scoring 13 goals in 12 appearances across all competitions. Under the Bears in last weekend's 4-1 thrashing of Liverpool at Wembley, was substituted during closing stages, holding his left hamstring. The 24-year-old England international started Wednesday's 3-2 EFL Cup loss to West United. Tottenham confirmed the injury via a brief statement on Twitter. Speaking of the pre-match news conference, manager Mauricio Pochettino said Wednesday's Champions League meeting with Real Madrid will now be a tentative target for Hurricane.
For tomorrow, we cannot take risk. It's my minor injury. It's very small, but we cannot take risk for tomorrow. And we'll see after for Wednesday against Real Madrid. But for tomorrow, impossible. Yes, always you want to have all the players available, but always is a problem. Play more or play less, because the most important is all available and fit for play. But like always, we believe in the collective, in the squad.
And from England to France, Neymar will serve a one-match ban for his red card during Paris Saint-Germain's 2-0 draw with Marseille. Ligue de Football Professional has confirmed that Brazil superstar collected 2 bookings in the space of 3 minutes with the Fiesta clash last weekend, and is expected will miss Friday's League 1 home game against Nice. Neymar was also given a further suspended one-match punishment by the LFP, going to be activated in the event of a repeat offense. He will be eligible for Paris Saint-Germain's trip to Angers on November the 4th, which comes after Tuesday's Champions League meeting with Anderlecht at Parc des Princes. Neymar scored 7 times in 8 League 1 appearances since joining Paris Saint-Germain, and his absence could presents another opportunity for Angel Di Maria, the Argentine international who has featured predominantly as a substance since suffered a hamstring injury in September. PSG remain at top of the League One after 8 victories and 2 draws from their opening 10 matches, 4 points clear of reigning champions Monaco. Just still listening to Sport Drive on Rave 91.7 FM. Go on a quick break. When we come back, Marcus Alonso's challenge Chelsea to repeat the winning streak from last season and will in the Premier League leaders Manchester City.
We break it first. Sports is like no other. What's your style? Express yourself. What's your definition of sport?
Find out now.
Welcome back to the show Sport Drive on Rave 91.7 FM. Marcus Alonso challenged Chelsea to repeat the winning streak last season and will in a Premier League leaders Manchester City. Guardiola City traveled to West Bromwich Albion on Saturday with a 5-point lead at the summit for Manchester United and Tottenham, having won 8 and drawn 1 of the 9 top-flight matches so far. Chelsea 4 points for the back after 3 defeats over the same period. Also believes Chelsea's return to the Champions League has taken a toll on the squad, while the run into the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup has increased their workload further. But Antonio Conte's side battled back from behind to secure a much-needed 4-2 win over Watford last week, and the wing-back told Marca that morale has lifted ahead of Saturday's trip to Bournemouth. Police says a change of approach will be required for the best team in Europe. Manchester City visits West Bromwich Albion in the Premier League on Saturday. Pep Guardiola's side have opened up a 5-point lead at the top of the league after 9 games, having scored 32 goals. Top-flight defense have been demolished by City's star with Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling and David Silva excelling as Liverpool's 5-0 defeat, Watford's 6-0 thrashing, Crystal Palace 5-0 bashing, and Stoke City's 7-2 demolition. The bank is winless in 8 matches in all competitions, having a clean sheet in only one of those fixtures, and Tony Pulis knows that the side will face a stamp tax on home turf. Another Signal Iduna Park, Borussia Dortmund boss Peter Bosz has not known if leading scorer Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will be available to face Hannover this weekend. Aubameyang topped the Bundesliga scoring chart last season and has been similarly prolific in the 2017-2018 to date, 15 goals in 14 appearances across all competitions. The Gabon striker was denied the chance to add to that tally during Tuesday's 5-0 DFB Pokal win over Madbog after it was aligned with the muscular corners. Speaking at the news conference ahead of Saturday's match, Bosz confirmed Aubameyang's injury had not been completely subsidized. Dortmund remain top of the Bundesliga, the only above Bayern Munich and goal defense after taking 1 point from the last 2 matches. just before we open the phone lines, Massimiliano Allegri says it will be a shame not to come up against Leonardo Bonucci as the former Juventus man serves a suspension during the Barcelona trip to AC Milan. Bonucci was the headline capture in a major overhaul at the Rossoneri in the offseason. The defender, having reportedly fallen out with Allegri last season, to participate in his departure from the Turin giant. Juventus have already conceded more than a third of the goals they let in last season after 10 games without the former Leipzig. However, dismissal against the Genoa last weekend caused Bonucci to sit out of Milan's 4-1 win at Chievo in midweek and will sideline the aim again at San Siro on Saturday. Alright, we're going on a quick break. When we come back, Top Hikings has told RB Leipzig to focus on their own performance, not referring controversies ahead of a trial. 07031759177 09024273808 09056487177. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening. This is Temitope calling from Chari.
Alright, welcome Temitope.
Yeah, please, I want to know whether Obafemi Martins is still playing active football and where is he playing for?
Well, Obafemi Martins is still playing active football and he currently plays for Shanghai Shenhua.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, thanks for calling. On WhatsApp, this says, good evening, presenter. My name is Joseph Atewe. It's good to hear Super Eagles will log on with Serbian national team, but that would help us, okay? That would help us technically and put Eagles in a good shape. And this is Femi Faramade. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome to the show. Please turn down the volume on the radio set, please.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, welcome. Your name and where are you calling from? Alright, please turn down the volume on the radio set, please.
I don't hear it yet.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is...
Okay, I'm afraid we have to let you go. The network acting up. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome to the show.
My name is Alexander, calling from Benue State.
Alexandra calling from Benue State. How is Benue this evening?
It's very good.
Okay, Alexandra, give us your contribution.
I want to talk about Manchester United match tomorrow.
Feel free.
I want Manchester United to win Tottenham 3-0.
Okay, 3-0. Your prediction?
Yes.
Okay, are you a Manchester United fan?
Yes.
Okay, to be realistic, do you think Manchester United can defeat Tottenham 3-0?
Yes.
Alright, thanks for calling. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, welcome to the show, sir.
Good evening. My name is Olufemi Adefuodo from Ogbomoso.
Alright, welcome, Olufemi.
Yes. I heard that the king will not play Tottenham on tomorrow, so?
Yes, he won't be available.
What happened to Harry Kane?
Well, he's injured at the moment.
And then pertaining to 3SC, they employ what's the name of their new technical advisor?
The new coach, that was the former assistant.
Okay.
I
wish the best of luck.
Alright, thanks for calling. We appreciate your call. On WhatsApp, this says, good evening, presenter. I am Ayodeji from Oshogo. The NFF needs to organize more high-grade friendly matches for the Super Eagles. With early and good preparation, we will go far in Russia. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, welcome. This is Samson calling from Ogbomoso.
Samson calling from Ogbomoso. Your contribution.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I want to confirm about Chelsea squad. How many players are injured for now?
Well, I can confirm.
Then those who will be in action tomorrow, please, can you let me know?
Okay, keep listening. I can confirm to you that Victor Moses and N'Golo Kante, according to the coach in his first conference, won't be available. But Danny Drinkwater should be available for selection. Hello, good evening.
Hey. Hello.
Good evening, welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Good evening, your name and where are you calling from?
Bright from Estate.
Alright, Bright is calling from Estates. Make it bright for us, please. Go on with your contribution.
Who is on the 500 naira?
And before we go back to more reactions, European club starts over the fitness of Philippe Coutinho as it prepares to take Liverpool into battle against the Huddersfield Town, managed by former colleague David Wagner. The gentlemen who worked together at Borussia Dortmund both left for English soil in 2015. The club heading to Anfield and Wagner taking the helm at the Atewe's team, then residing in the Championship. He led the Yorkshire club to the Premier League last season, setting up Saturday's showdown with a close friend club. Could be without Coutinho as the president struggles with a adductor problem. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Emmanuel from Oshogbo.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
Based on Manchester United Tottenham match tomorrow, Manchester United they are going to have their hand full. And it's going to be a tense match for them. Though, and they might not switch up, but it's going to be 2-0 for Tottenham against Manchester United.
That's it. Tipping Tottenham to defeat Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Yes, of course.
Alright, thanks for calling. On WhatsApp, this says, good evening. I believe Manchester United will carry the day due to the absence of Hurricane, and this is John from Ofatedo. Still on WhatsApp, this says, hello, I'm Tosin from Ife. I hope Tottenham is a better team than United for now. They will win United for sure, despite Kane absence and Chelsea, a Chelsea fan. And this is Desmond from Ife. Is it true that the Catalan has gained their independence? And if I think this is complicated. One final call before we go. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. And in other sports, before we leave, Anthony Joshua feels a lot fitter than he has done before in previous fights, despite tipping the scales at his heaviest weight ahead of Saturday's title bout with Carlos Takam. Joshua reports his heavyweight belt on the line in Cardiff this weekend against Takam, the Frenchman having been drafted in a late notice following Kubrat's Pulev's withdrawal due to his shoulder injury. And this is what we call it a wrap on the show Sports Drive on Rave 91.7 FM. My name is Joseph Atewe. Saying big thanks to everyone who called and also messages on WhatsApp to everyone who has contributed. I say thank you. Why not join us tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. I'll give you all the latest news that are making rounds as far as sports is concerned, and also refresh you with news that made headlines during the course of the week. But until then, remember, in everything you do, keep talking sport. Bye for now.
But my guy will lie me, I don't send them, I don't get that time,